Hey moms, hey dads. Thanks for watching this episode of Parents Making Disciples. And I hope these little short videos I send out every other week are a blessing to you. They give you something to think about, something that you might share with your children regardless of their age. And today I was reading Colossians and what Paul prays for these people that were a part of a church in Colossia. He says this in Colossians 1:9. He said, "For this reason, since the day we heard about you, we have not stopped praying for you." And then he's going to go on. He's going to tell them, hey, here's what I'm praying for you. We continually ask God to fill you with the knowledge of His will. That was one of Paul's great prayer requests for the people in this church in Colossia. It was a great desire of his for people everywhere that we would know and understand God's will. And let me tell you, Mom, Dad, that ought to weigh heavy on your heart, that you would know God's will so that you in turn can teach God's will to your children. That ought to be one of the great prayers that you pray over your children, whether they're infants or whether they're teenagers. God, may my son, my daughter, may my kids, may they grow in the knowledge of your will. Man, I don't know if there would be a more weighty prayer than that. And of course, we know that the scriptures, this is God's will. And so Mom and Dad, the greater you know the scriptures, that means the greater you're going to know God's will for your own life, and the greater you'll be able to teach those things to your children, God's will to your children. And one of the things you need to teach your children is the importance of knowing and reading the scriptures, knowing the ancient scriptures, because it's in here where we know what God's will is for our lives. And so, hey, Mom, Dad, let me encourage you, okay, to pray the prayer of, man, may my kids know God's will in their lives. And I'm praying for you that you would know God's will for your own lives, okay? Blessings, everybody.